I don't see your screen. So you have to share your screen, I think. We live now. All right, welcome to At the Checkered Flag Racing here at the late model stocks at the lovely South Boston Speedway. Today it looks like we do have 100 laps here running this evening. Looks like Nieto's on the pole in the 046 with Mitchell Williams starting second. Justin Frazier, fresh off his win on Friday night in the truck, starting third. The Salmon's car running in the number 77, starting fourth. Ryan Engel, the number 7 car, starting fifth. Number 6, Jordan Trask makes his late model stock return, running sixth in the 79. Richard Young starting eighth in number 022. Peyton Lindley ninth in the 13 car. And starting shotgun on the field, last week's winner, Tony McDaniel. Tonight is the second time that the At the Checkered Flag late model stocks are going to be running here at the South Boston Speedway. Last time we run it, the legendary Richard Modrich took home the victory with Ryan Engel starting second. So he is going to be a car to watch this evening. And we're going to want to see everyone here trying to look at battling for the points because this is going to be a tight points battle. So far in the year, looks like Mitchell Williams, who's starting second this evening, does have the second highest average finishing position with a 2.5 out of drivers who have started at least 3 races here this evening. So it'll be interesting to see how he tries to continue his dominance here so far this season. Tries to hopefully maybe extend the points lead. Or maybe last time when we were racing South Boston, he did have a little bit of a hiccup. He finished 8th, so maybe his track might be his kryptonite. We'll have to see here at the end of the race here tonight. Pace car's got his lights off. He's getting ready to go green flag racing here. Now, when it comes time for the green flag racing, there are going to be pit stops that are going to be needing to occur. Probably after doing some practice out on the track with the guys, looks like the pit window is somewhere between about 60 to 65, 70 laps. Right front does seem like it gets torn up a bit, so whoever takes care of the right front tire, the most is going to be the one who's going to be probably taking a checkered if it does stay green all night. And we're off. Going down into turn 1, Nieto takes the lead and from Mitchell Williams there in second place. We're following along with Ryan Engel in the number 7. Looks like Frazier's looking in there to try to get the third, taken away from Salmon as he moves up in the third spot here. Engel's on the inside. Salmon's looking to try to take the fourth and not let those guys up front get away. And looks like Jordan Trask in the 79 is going to try to fall in that little hole that was left open. We'll have to see how that happens. The last time this track can be a little bit of a chaos causer. We did have 7 cautions here when we ran here last time, so let's see if hopefully these guys can try to keep it clean and keep the race green flag racing for most of the night here. Looks like it does. Looks like Frazier's actually starting to put a little bit of pressure there on Mitchell Williams there, trying to battle in for a second. Looks like Frazier's going into the car, or in the turn, excuse me, a little bit deeper than Williams is at this point in time. That could be something to look out for. Frazier might burn up the right front tire by doing that here in the long run. As we see that, it does look like Mitchell's starting to pull away a little bit there, but we'll have to see what goes on. Gonna take a look here at the Peyton Lindley car here. He's running back in the 7th spot here. He is cruising there all by himself. He's got Richard Young there in 8th place, looking right on his back bumper to pass. Richard is actually having a pretty good practice here out there this evening. He was pretty fast in practice. He's actually been pretty good in point standings on Sim Racer Hub. He is running solid 7th there as he almost gets into the back of Lindley there. Lindley was a little bit late in practice. He had a little bit of some issues there with getting the car off the truck. Not really sure what was going on as Tony McDaniel there passes Richard Young for the 8th position. He's looking high on Lindley, seeing if he can get past for 7th. And Lindley looks like he's getting a little bit low on the track, which is causing him to get loose. And it's holding up these guys, unfortunately, right now. As McDaniel's looking to keep the car clean and hopefully try to get past Lindley before he gets too far back. A little further up front, looks like we do see cars are still running about the same place that they were. It does look like Jordan Trask has moved up in the 5th. The 79 cars are right along with the 7 of Ryan Engel.
Yeah,
looks like Mitchell is taking his time there, trying to possibly make a movement. It looks like we got an accident somewhere down there on the racetrack. Looks like possibly the Peyton Lindley. Oh, we got some trouble there between Peyton Lindley and the 022 or Richard Young. I told you it looked like Peyton looked like he wasn't that comfortable out there on the track, and unfortunately, he just came down. Richard, unfortunately, was able to get back into him, and that's how it goes here at this track. It is loose off turn number 2, and it looks like they did just get in contact with each other, unfortunately. That's the race in here. Hopefully, those guys will be able to get the cars fixed up and get it straight going forward. Let's see if we can pull up Justin Frazier here into the booth here, see how he's running out there. He looked like he's pretty fast out there. Hey, Justin Frazier, it's Dave up in the booth. How you doing out there?
Oh, we're making it, buddy. It's first caution, so 11 laps. We're on a good run.
Looked like you guys in a pretty good action out there between you and Williams, and looks like even Shaggy out there is having some pretty good run out there. You think you
Yeah,
got anything for him tonight? You were fast in practice tonight.
I think so, man. I think we're just gonna have to find the right lines, and I'm just being patient with it. I'm just gonna let it ride out and see where it takes me.
It does look like you're driving the car a little bit deeper in the turn there than looks like Mitchell was sometimes. We'll have to see how that goes. I'll let you get back, try to focus on this. Good luck for the rest of the race, buddy.
Appreciate you, sir.
Take care. That was Justin Frazier in the car number 27. He's running third right now behind Mitchell Williams. Looks like the pace car might be getting ready to go back green flag race. Looks like the lights are off. They're starting to line up 2 by 2 here. Now, it will be interesting to see if anyone took tires or even topped off the gas right there, because I don't think they can make it the rest of the way on fuel. But if a caution comes out during a fuel run, that can really screw some pit strategies up. Looks like the 77 pit, as well as Richard Young and Peyton Lindley. So we'll have to see how that works out for those guys. A little surprised that Tony McDaniel didn't try to take the pit strategy again, but let's see what goes on. Back to green flag racing there. Looks like Justin Frazier we just spoke with, and Ryan Engel there battled pretty hard for the third spot. Engel's got his hands full right now with Jordan Trask in the 79. Jordan's able to get past, and looks like Tony McDaniel almost got into the back angle, and Peyton Lindley almost lost the car coming up off turn 2, which is, again, that slick spot. Salmon's in the 77 is going to be hoping to try to be able to get past Lindley pretty soon, because he's struggling a little bit with the car, unfortunately. Heading up right now, we're going to run with last week's winner here. You're going to take a look at last week's winner, Tony McDaniel there. He's running up a strong place, up to 6th, started in the back there. Now we're going to keep riding here with the number 77, see what's going on. Maybe, hopefully, Peyton can get the car a little bit straightened out. He's getting pretty loose in there. He's got to be something wrong with that 13 car right now. He's struggling with it, unfortunately, right now. Unfortunately, it's the way this track goes. It can get to a point where it feels really tight getting into the turn, but as you get further into the turn, it feels like it loosens up. So you just got to make sure he's giving the people around him plenty of room so they can get past him if he is struggling as badly as it looks like he is. That's just a tough racing right now. We're going to check out Tony McDaniel, last week's winner. He's running back here in 6th, as I mentioned earlier. He's just cruising. He's one of those guys who likes to lurk in the weeds there, and he's lurking in the weeds running in 6th right now. He's just cruising behind Ryan Engel in the 7. Looks like we got a little bit of a challenge right now as Mitchell Williams takes a peek inside for first spot, as Justin Frazier takes a peek outside, trying to make sure that Mitchell is trying to keep things clean there, as Jordan Trask takes a look inside Justin Frazier for third, and is going down in the turn, and Jordan does get a little door up on the inside of Frazier coming up off of turn number 4. Justin scrapes the wall coming up off 4. Hopefully no damage on the car. Unfortunately, it does tend to have some damage and issues with the car in these late model stocks, because the tires are a little bit on the outside of the fenders there, as we do see Trask taking up in the 3rd spot here. Whoo boy, it looks like Frazier almost did get in the back of Jordan there, but it looks like Jordan's clear. Maybe you might be seeing him pull away a little bit here. Does look like possibly that Justin does have a little bit of damage possibly to the right side of the car. We'll have to keep an eye out on that for the long run. Mitchell's he's just waiting in the weeds for that 46 car. We're going to take a look now at the number 7 Ryan Engel here. He's just cruising. He's got himself a pretty decent hot rod. He finished second here the last time in the late models are running at South Boston at the checkered flag. I think he's just sitting there waiting, biding his time. Ingles one of those guys. He just sits there and he'll save tires until it's go time, and that's possibly what he's doing right now. As Frazier needs to jump inside of Jordan Trask there. Looks like he's trying to get in there. He's driving in pretty deep. Woo! Almost got into him. Thought might have an accident there, but it looks like cooler heads prevailed. Frazier kind of looks like he's getting a little sideways a little bit there, and he almost lost it coming up off of turn 2. And I still think that number 7 car is just sitting there cruising, just like I really think Mitchell's just sitting there. He's just cruising along, saving the tires, waiting for his time to make the jump and make a pass. Shaggy now on the number 7, Ryan Ingalls. Shaggy, as we like to call him here in the league, is just starting to say, hey, Justin, I'm here, buddy. If you make a move and slip up, I'm going to be right there to take that spot away from you. Move ahead. That's going to be some pretty fun racing. I think Jordan might have a little bit something for the guys up in the top too, but maybe it just might be that 046 holding up Mitchell Williams right now. But 29 laps into the 100 lapper race, it's still a long way to go here. Taking a look right now with the Mitchell Williams there, he's just cruising along right now. Doesn't look like he's really pushing the car too hard. Oh, it sounds good coming up off the turn. He's not slipping the tires or anything. This is a great little shot here that we can have. We can actually see how hard the driver is working. Some guys will see that in the short runs, they'll see their car starting to get or a sign of wheel right now. You know, they're battling the car. He's just out there on a nice little Monday night cruise here in South Boston. They're going to be coming up on. They're going to be coming up on some slower traffic here. It looks like is that possibly Richard Young coming up here that they're catching? Yeah, it looks like that's Richard Young. It's disappointing. He's a lap down already tonight. He's had a pretty good season. He's sitting in the 4th in the point standings right now. Tough race for him. He was in that earlier accident with Peyton Lindley there. And as we take a look back there, we see that Jordan Trask just scrapes the wall after taking a little peek inside there for Mitchell Williams for second. That allows Justin Frazier to get right back up to him, and he also scrapes the wall once again. Jordan's out there. He's pushing that car a little bit harder than I'm used to seeing him. He's usually one of those guys like Mitchell Williams and Ryan Engel who just saves the tires and waits until it's time to go and make a pounce. But he's not as used to his late model stocks as some of these other guys. So he doesn't run the car as often. It's going to be interesting to see how hard Richard battles these guys, because if we get a caution right now, he'd be lucky dogging back on a lead lap, and he does the right thing though. Just moves right out of the way. Oh, Frazier just got loose there coming off the turn. Richard's got some serious damage on the rear end. And it looks like we got Jordan Trask. Whoo, that's close right there between the 27, 79, and 54. You could throw all 3 guys under a blanket and see who comes out in front. We're going to take a little ride here with Frazier now in the 27 car. See how he's running. Frazier's been fast all night, so it would not be surprising to see his car in victory lane. I'm sure all these guys here love to get up in front and at least lead a lap so they can get that bonus point. That can add up over the long term of the season, especially if you're a Frazier or Mitchell Williams. And ooh, he slid the car a bit there. That's not something you want to hear. That's a big difference between Justin Frazier's car and also what you saw earlier from Mitchell Williams. Is Mitchell's out there just cruising and Justin's out there battling that thing. It's like he's riding a bull right now. Ooh. I give Justin Frazier all the credit in the world. This guy battles the car hard every single night, every single lap. He's one of the hard racers. Pretty sure he'd be making Dale Earnhardt proud, because Earnhardt has raced here at South Boston, and seeing a guy like Justin Frazier push the car as hard as he does every lap, that'd make Earnhardt proud. We're going to take a jump inside the number 7 Ryan Engel car, see what he's doing here. His car looks pretty good. He's just cruising right now. 42 laps in. Probably got a pit stop coming in between the next 20 or so laps, so would not be surprising to see 7 car start picking some guys off if he's been saving a tire like I thought he was earlier. Frazier might be actually holding him up right now. We're going to take a look inside the leader car, Nieto's car, see how his car is handling right now. Yeah, he's just like some of these other guys here. He's just out there cruising along. Nice little Sunday, or excuse me, Monday night stroll here leading into Tuesday if you're on the East Coast pretty soon. He's got himself a pretty good ride going right now. He's gonna need to mess up in order for Williams, I think, to get past him. We'll see. You've got a pit strategy that's going to be coming up here soon. Speaking of pit strategies, Peyton Lindley has been in the pits. Might be done for the night, or maybe fixing some damage. He's right now running 3 laps down. We're going to look to battle lead. Mitchell does seem like he's a little bit better getting in their turns, but Yato is a little bit faster coming off turn. There's old Peyton Lindley, the number 13. Good job, Peyton, letting those guys go. Peyton's been struggling with that car all night long. Hopefully he's able to get some of the issues fixed with that machine. We got a close little battle right now looking between Jordan Trask and Mitchell Williams. I think Jordan's just trying to get up there, maybe put some pressure on, hope that Mitchell messes up and slips up the track. Caution flag's out. We got a caution out here on a racetrack in South Boston. This could be the big one here if you're looking for pit strategy. Looks like let's see what the caution's about here. So Peyton Lindley might have had some issues. Oh, he just lost it coming up off of turn 4. Just misses the barrels there. Thankfully, no one was involved in that. Now you're gonna have to keep an eye on some of these guys because pit lane entrance is in between turns 1 and 2. So hopefully, no one messes up and pits into entering turn 3 because I'll end up getting them a black flag. Looks like everyone smartly is pitting in the correct area. I do believe Richard Young's gonna be grabbing the lucky dog here. Get one of his 2 laps back. Now it'll be interesting to see if anyone takes 4 tires here. Usually, a lot of late model drivers like taking only 2 sides because it loosens the car up. And it looks like Ryan Engel, 77, I believe he took 2 tires. Trasten at 79 took 4. It looks like Justin Frazier's getting some of his damage taken care of there. Looks like he might have bolted on 4. It looks like Mitchell came out. Mitchell's able to make the pit pass and move into first place here. He's going to be hard to beat here tonight, I think, folks. The thing is, again, he's got that number 7 car in his rear view mirror when he goes back to green flag racing. Let's see if we have another lap here. How many laps we got before green here? Going green here at the start. Looks like Mitchell Williams is going to lead the field. Nieto in the number 046 is starting second. Ryan Engel starting third here. He's going to be interesting to watch. I don't think he's really pushed the car that hard. Sam is in a 77 after a rough start there. That late pit or early pit stop, excuse me, starting fourth. Trask in fifth with the 4 fresh tires, and Frazier in sixth with the 4 fresh tires as well. And there's Tony McDaniel just cruising along. He's lurking right now, folks. They're going back green flag racing. Mitchell gets a great jump, and he's taking the number 7 car with them in the second place, possibly. Trask is able to move past the 77 car to get back up in the 4th spot. As we do see some tight racing there between the number 7 and number 046 for second place. And Ingles are able to slide into the second place spot coming up off of turn number 2. Looks like Trask is there. He's just like saying, hey guys, don't forget about me. I got the 4 fresh tires on this car. I'm ready to roll, baby. He's got that 77 car behind him as well. It looks like Mitchell Williams is starting to pull out to about a half-second lead right now. Those 2 guys up front were the 2 guys look like they had the best handling machines there in that last long period of run there. We got, looks like 58 laps in the 100 lap event here. This thing is clicking by very fast, folks, as Trask clinks off the wall. And that causes Guys are just running single file right now. They're not really moving that much, but it's early in a run here. I expect some more movers and shakers as the run gets long, as we saw in the last time. Right around that lap 20 or so mark, you start seeing the cars get a little bit angry there because the tires are getting a little rough. So we'll have to see if that continues on. Frazier's back there. He's had a fast car all night. He wants to get back up in the top 5 there and possibly battle these guys for the win. But he's got 2 tough guys right in front of him, Jordan Trask and number 77 of Salmons. Right now, it's all about Mitchell Williams. He's got up to about a 6/10 of a second lead right now, so he's just kind of checking out a little bit. We're going to continue watching this race with Justin Frazier as he works on a number 77 car. Frazier's got himself a good hot rod if he can just keep the tires on there. If you're fans of the 022, the Bills Mafia car, Richard Young, he just had to make a pit stop here. Not sure what's going on with his car. And looks like also Peyton Lindley's on pit lane as well. Got a battle here right now as Frazier takes a peek inside, gets a little bit loose off of turn number 2 and doesn't allow the 77 car to get right up on ahead. Coming up off of turn 4, he's able to get a little bit more straight run there. That's going to be an interesting to see. Looks like Justin's going to say, hey, let's see if I can take this thing high and maybe try to get a good run off. And unfortunately, he's not able to get that run as he loses too much time trying to high groove it there. That was shades of some Harry Gant kind of stuff right there. I used to call him high groove Harry. It might be trying to high groove Frazier. We don't know, but fortunately, it wasn't able to work there. A little bit further up, it looks like Trask is starting to put some pressure on. There's Jordan. He's putting some pressure on his 046. He's saying, hey guys, I got these 4 tires, man. I want to go. He's battling the car. He's battling it right now, but he seems like he's not as good as Engel and Williams were, but he does seem like he's not battling as hard as Frazier was earlier in the race. We're going to take a look at Nieto's car right now. He's struggling a little bit. He was faster earlier on in the run. He might be just trying to push it a little bit too hard right now because he's seeing those guys up in front of him getting a little bit smaller and smaller as the lap goes by. He had that fast hot rod earlier on, but unfortunately I think he was holding up Mitchell throughout that entire time. We got a caution out in the track. Let's see what happened here. It looks like the Burger King machine had a whopper coming up off of the corner. Oh, we had a whopper into the wall coming up off of turn 4. Sorry, I had to go with the puns there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to pull the number 7 driver here, Ryan Engel here into the booth here, see how he's feeling about this car. Hey, Shaggy, how you doing? It's Dave up in the booth.
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. It looks like you got a pretty good hot rod out there. You got anything for Mitchell?
I don't know if I do or not. He's pretty quick, but I'm just hoping he burns up his stuff up there running really hard. I'm kind of trying to save mine a little bit. I only took 2 tires on that pit stop, so hoping that gamble pays off. I was able to pick up a couple spots out of it, but we'll have to wait and see. These caution laps will help me not, wear them out before then.
Yeah, it looks like just from watching the cockpit view between you guys and you and Williams seem like you have the best handling race cars right now. So I'll let you get back to concentrating. Thanks for coming by, and good luck for the rest of the race, buddy. That was Ryan Engel in number 7 car, running second place right now. He's had a good hot rod here tonight. Finished second here last time we were at South Boston. Hopefully he's looking to improve by 1 spot tonight and possibly knock off Mitchell Williams. But Mitchell does look like he has a very strong hot rod, but right behind Shaggy in his 70. He's got that 79 of Jordan Trask. He's got those 4 fresh tires, and we'll have to see if that does anything for him. The 4 fresh tires might actually work out pretty well here because the car has been a little bit loose coming up off the turns, I've noticed, and depending on how hard Jordan's running that car, he might be able to keep those 4 fresh ones out there and make things difficult for Shaggy and also Mitchell Williams and Nieto in the number 046. Getting ready to go green flag. Pace car is in.
Green flag.
And there we go. Mitchell Williams jumps out to the lead. Shaggy's able to clear at 046, or maybe not. They're coming up off of turn 2. It's where it could get a little dicey, but he's able to keep it straight. And here's we're going to take a quick ride on with the number 3. Tony McDaniel's made his way up the 5th spot. We're watching that battle from Tony's view of the 79 of Jordan Trask and the Nieto car in the 046 as Trask has been hammering that wall all night long. This is not Darlington, Jordan. This is South Boston. That's not going to help you, but hey, if you can get past, you got all the more power to you. There he goes again, as well as Tony McDaniel in the 3, and that's going to open up the door for the 77 car. Possibly take a look as the 77 of Salmons does get a little bit loose off there, which causes McDaniel to keep the position. And Jordan's battling hard there for the 3rd spot. He's looking to try to clear, but he just can't clear that 046 on the top side. That looks like the best battle on the track right now is for 3rd. Those guys have been going at it now for about 3 or 4 laps. Jordan might have him on the outside here. Oh, 046 is able to keep him in track here, but coming up off turn, he might be able to get the bite on him. Jordan just can't clear him right now, unfortunately, as he tags the wall again. If he didn't tag the wall, he might have been able to clear him there, but them's the breaks of short track racing, and ooh, he almost lost it coming up off the turn. That should allow Trask to take over 3rd. Let's see if he can catch up to Ryan Engel as well as Mitchell Williams with those 4 fresh tires. As looks like the 77 and the 3 car are going to start giving some pressure to the 046 car, which just looks like about 18 laps to go here at South Boston at the checkered flag. There's that 3 car. He's just lurking in the weeds all night with the Bass Pro Shops white vehicle there. He's got himself some pressure with the other Bass Pro Shop, number 77. Salmons takes a peek inside on Tony, and Tony's going to keep the door open there for him. He's going to let him get in there, but Salmons looks like he's losing some grip off the turn. It's going to allow Tony to keep position. Tony closes the door. I tell you, he's not that time, buddy. And he's going to keep Salmons at bay here for the 5th spot. You know, Tony would love to keep a 5th place position here, top 5 if he gets that tonight. Keep a nice solid week here of late model stock racing for him. We're going to take a look at the 046 right now, who's chasing down the 79 of Jordan Trask. Trask, I thought Trask might have actually tried that, might have actually caught the 7 car, but I wonder if maybe he might have got some damage from spanking the wall a few times here this evening. We'll have to see how that goes. Looks like Mitchell's actually checking out right now. He's got almost a 2nd lead over Ryan Engel. And it looks like a gap is widening a little bit as we get lap per lap. Looks like we got about 13 laps to go here at South Boston. Actually 12 now, my apologies. This battle for 3rd looks like it's starting to get exciting again. We saw Trask get past a 046 earlier, but now 046 is starting to say, hey, remember me? You passed me earlier, but I want that position back. He's taking a look on the inside of Jordan. Surprised some of these guys don't try doing a little bit of bump and run here, but this is short track racing, but you never know. Coming up off the turn, you don't want to do any bumping and running because you'll be sending your partner into the wall. I'm going to take a look from the right front here of a 046 in Nieto car. It's a pretty cool shot right here. You can tell if the car's got any damage on it. This car looks pretty clean right now. Trask does look like he's pushing a little bit more than he probably like to right now, especially coming up off the turns. They're going to continue the battle here. I don't know if he's going to have enough time because he's going to need Jordan to make a mistake here in order to get past him. And Jordan's usually a very consistent driver, but I don't know if he's going to make enough of a mistake for the 046 to get under him. So he's going to have to probably go underneath the line like he did right there and make the car stick. But I don't think he's going to be able to. Unless Jordan does that and causes himself to slow or get some damage, which is entirely possible if he continues to hit the wall. Got about, looks like 6 laps to go here at the South Boston already. This thing flies by. Take a look at Jordan Trask's car. It looks like he might maybe have some mechanical damage here on the right front. Looks like the toe might be knocked out. At 046, he's being so very patient right now with the 79 car. Jordan looks like he's driving it in a bit deeper. 4 laps to go here right now. It looks like this is all Mitch Williams' race right now, unless something happens and he hits the wall or blows a tire. He's just out there cruising right now. Got 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go right now, as it says. He's just so smooth. Mitchell is like, he's almost like you can call him the godfather of the late model stock series, just because this guy is always up front, top 2, top 3 every single race. Be able to be the champion, you got to go through Mitchell, and it's definitely the case because he is just so good at these short tracks. We got the white flag here for Mitchell Williams. Mitchell's been on a mission all the year. Coming into this race, he has his best finish, average finish of 2.5 out of drivers who have run 3 or more races, and he's going to chalk up another victory here at the checkered flag. South Boston goes to Mitchell Williams. Coming in second, we got the number 7 of Ryan Engel. Jordan Trask going to pull out the top 3. We got Nieto in the 046 finishing 4th, and Sammons rounding out your top 5 in the number 77. Last week's winner, Tony McDaniel, finishes 6th. And the rest of the lineup here for the finish is going to be Justin Frazier, Richard Young, and Peyton Lindley. Thank you very much for everyone for listening. We're going to try to grab some people and get some folks into the booth here for some interviews in a moment. We're going to watch some celebration right now as Mitchell burns this thing down possibly for us here. Peyton, what happened with you there tonight? You're having some troubles, it looks like.
Did some axle damage. I could never get it right after that, and ended up just having to pull off. Didn't want to be a liability on the track, but it's one of my favorite tracks. Very fun track. It's kind of an endurance track, even for a short track, because it's really just about staying alive.
It was definitely. You did look like you're having some troubles. I remember you mentioned that you were having some issues, or you did like the track. So hopefully next time a race will be able to get some. Won't have any kind of mechanical issues with the car.
Yep, that's part of it. Well, seems like the winners are down there, so I'm going to get out of your way. Thanks.
All right. Thanks a lot for the stopping by, Peyton. We're going to start off with the 3rd place driver here. This is going to be Jordan Trask. We're going to pull him up in the broadcast booth. Jordan Trask is Dave up in a broadcast booth. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Not too bad. Glad to get a podium.
3rd place, man. You were battling that thing out there. It kind of looked like you were thinking this track was Darlington coming up off the turns a few times.
Yeah, I think I put a few stripes on that wall.
Oh, definitely. You were having a heck of a battle over there with the 046 at the end.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. He and I raced pretty clean there, and I don't know how I managed to get enough run off the corner to clear him from that outside, but it's a lot of fun. I think he definitely saved tire better than me. He was all over me there at the end, but it's so hard to pass here. I was just able to hold him off.
So what were your thoughts about taking 4 tires versus looked like Williams and Engel both took 2 tires there at the end?
Honestly, it was just inexperience that killed me there. I don't know what it would feel like with 2 tires, and I'm so used to it being pretty deadly in the stock cars when you're loose. And it just seemed to even make them faster there. I had nothing for them, and they drove away.
I was thinking that maybe taking the 4 tires might have actually helped you a little bit coming up off the turns, because I did notice some guys were having some loose issues coming up off the turns. So I thought you might be able to catch them, unfortunately. But hey, 3rd place is a great spot for you tonight.
Yeah, overall pretty happy with where I finished. I mean, I don't race these very often, and I was just happy to not wreck it.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks to you guys for running the broadcast and the race. It's always fun to hop in here when I have some time, and hopefully I can make some more this season.
All right, thanks for coming out and supporting the league tonight. And congratulations on the top 3. Hope you
Yeah,
have
have a good
yourself
one,
a great
Dave.
rest of your night. All right, that was Jordan Trask, number 79. He finished in 3rd spot tonight. Now we're going to bring in the 2nd place driver, number 7, Ryan Engel. See what he has to say. Ryan, it's been so long since we interviewed your buddy.
Hasn't it though?
I thought
I
I
know.
really thought you were going to have a pretty good run out there tonight, just by looking at the way the car is handling. Weren't able to catch Mitchell though. What ended up happening out there?
No, Mitchell's just so strong at these tracks. He's a really good short track racer. Well, good anywhere really. It's always a tough battle when he's in the room. But yeah, I think he just had more than I did there at the end. My left rear was really, really wearing out there. I could tell it. I was trying to go down on the apron, trying to find different lines here and there, just see if I could catch and do anything. But he was staying on the right line, doing what he needed to do, and I just couldn't run him down. So, yep. Really glad that last caution came out though, because it kind of helped me, not overdrive those 2 tires. But I feel like that was definitely the call. I think 4 would have put you way too far back in the pack to come back to really do a whole lot.
I was curious to see how the 4 tires. I saw Jordan ended up taking 4 tires there on that pit stop, and I was thought with how loose the car it seemed like coming up off of 2 and 4 that he might have been able to make a little bit of ground up on you guys, but it seemed like once he got past the 046, it just kind of stagnated everybody.
Yeah, I think he used up a lot of his tire on the outside there, really driving Jason hard, and I think that might have killed him on, because the second line just really didn't come in that much tonight. It was really just a bottom fest track. If you keep it down there and not slip it too hard off the bottom, he is going to do all right.
All right. Anybody you want to thank here for the broadcast?
Yeah, Saul for putting this on every week and for being in my ear, yelling at me sometimes. But no, yeah, my family for letting me stay up, everything. My son, DJ, he loves to race in these too, but it's getting a little bit too late for him to run these, I reckon. But yeah, thank you, Dave, for doing this broadcast. I know it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy racing with all you guys.
I enjoy doing it also. Thanks very much for listening or coming out. And also, hey, second time we've run South Boston Elite Miles. You finished second. You've been pretty consistent here.
Pretty good. I really like this track.
All right, that's Ryan Engel, everybody. Thanks very much for coming in and broadcast booth Shaggy, and we're going to pull in tonight's race winner, Mitchell Williams. See what he has to say here about the victory here tonight. Mitchell Williams, how you doing tonight? You're champion. South
Pretty
Boston. How you
good.
feeling?
Pretty good, despite how practice was. I was loose that first run behind Jason. As soon as I got clean air, it felt way better with right side tires.
We ended up taking a look at your vehicle there in that first long run. You just look like you're just out there having a nice little late Monday night cruise there.
I was almost wrecking it at times in the first run.
Just
That was loose tonight.
Looking at your cockpit view, it didn't really show. You look like you had a pretty strong run out there tonight. And it seemed like you'd mentioned, once you got past the 046, Jason the Ato, it looked like you were out you were just like, hey, peace out, everybody.
I just kept looking at lap times, and I saw Jordan was on 4, and Ryan and the rest of us were on 2, and Hayden was on right sides, but he was struggling, so he went down to take lefts that last pit stop. But if it stayed green, I probably would have maybe taken just like 3-4 gallons and went back out. But cautions came out and took right sides and got to bleed off of pit road.
He had a good run out there tonight, and I believe you're extending your points leader tonight. I think you're going to be able to get a championship out of this season.
Hopefully, but there's still a good part of the season left.
All right. Do you have anybody you want to thank here this evening?
As always, you guys, TJ, Rick, Michael, Hayden, and anybody else I'm forgetting. It's always fun. Even if the car is not handling the best.
Well, thanks very much for racing here with us. We do appreciate your skills, and I have called you the Godfather at the Checkered Flag Late Models. It seems like every time we run these things out here in the short tracks, you're always one of the cars to beat, and you showed it again here tonight.
But definitely helps. I run it twice a week, weekly now.
Ooh.
I race current on Wednesdays and mini stocks and late models. And they're much shorter races.
Oh, that'll be fun then. Well, congratulations here tonight on the victory, and we'll see you again on Friday night. I believe we're going to Dover on Friday night in the trucks, and maybe go back to back here.
Maybe, as long as like last night didn't happen again.
Let's not talk about last night. Just celebrate tonight, crack open some champagne, and have yourself a good one for the rest of the night.
I'll try, but all I have is beer and whiskey besides energy drinks and stuff.
Well, enjoy one of those, my man. You have yourself a good one.
You too, Dave. Thank you.
Take care. All right, thanks everybody. That's the At the Checkered Flag Racing South Boston Speedway here. Mitchell Williams was your was your winner here tonight. Finishing second, Ryan Engel on the number 7. Jordan Trash rounding out the podium with the number 79. Next week we're going to be going racing still at the Checkered Flag with the late model stocks. Looks like we do have the wonderful track of North Wilkesboro, so we're keeping on the older side here with these racetracks coming up. And if you're a fan of the At the Checkered Flag racing, don't forget to check out Friday night's Truck Series race. We got Dover Speedway coming up. And thank you very much for